Namaste students, Khush Ravitia, I JV and Dr. Vaichandikala, Assistant Professor Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the thallus organization in Hepatopsida. When we talk about the Hepatopsida, the liverwort, the thallus is dorsiventral or dorsiflat. Okay, having a unicellular rhizomes or a ventral side. The branching you can find it as a dichotomous. That means having a unicellular structures with a ventral side. The sex organ is the antheridium or having the male and producing a biflagellate anthrozoids. So here the anthrogonium, that is the female, produced on the non-flagellated eggs. The sporophytes are completely parasites, and the sporophytes having a fourth setae and the capsules. That means the spores produced on the different producing part. The spores germinates into the produced into the haploid gametophytes or the rachia or the markentia you can find, for example. When we see the characteristic, these are usually grow in the moist or a shady place having an habitat. The plant body is thalloid. That means the thallus is dorsiventral and closely pressed to the substrate. Some member of these are having a leaf-like structures or an appendages in two rows or a stem-like structures. So when we say it is like the unicellular rhizoids or in the ventral sides. Okay. So when we see the reproduction part, asexual reproduction take place by the fragmentations or by the formation of the specialized structure called the gamma. So a gamma is a green or a multicellular or a asexual birds. That means a gamma develop into a small receptacle called the gamma cup, and these gamma get detached from the parent body and germinate to form a new individual. In case of the sexual reproduction, the male and the female sex organs are produced either on the same or on the different thalli. So here the sporophyte is differentiated into the foot, seta and the capsule. Okay. So the spores are produced after the meiosis, and these spores germinate to produce the free living gametophytes. So the sex organ here, when we say the antheridium or the male part, which are biflagellates and anthrozoids. So the anthrogonium, that is the female part and produced having a non-flagellate eggs. The sporophytes completely parasitic in nature. So these sporophytes have the food seta and the capsules having the pore producing parts. That means the spore germinates to produce a haploid gametophytes in, for example, in Rachia and Markensia. Okay. So the first two order called the Thallus or the liverwort, that because they do not have a leaf or a stem organization but consist of a flat spreading thallus. Okay. And having a life cycle of diploidic life cycles, which is dominant, having a photosynthetic phase in the diploid sporophytes, and the haploid phase is represented by a short-lived and one or a few of the gametophytes. Okay, thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries, we'll discuss in the problem solving session. Thank you.